Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now on the option right. There's a nice move. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Now Allen off the bootleg, steps away. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, yes, that was good pressure applied that time by the defensive unit. They forced him out wide to his left, but with nobody home, he decided to tuck it and go, and he's able to turn it into a short gain.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw caught by Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
2nd down and 4. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Ball again. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the 5th-year dual threat and former #1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Right side to Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now Murray. Well, he short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
I don't care how loaded the front is. You have to find a way to get a player like Diaby out there. A powerful pass rusher can almost run 4.5 in the 40. That just screams potential and playmaking ability. And he flashes some on that sack.
Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
Bradley Chubb came in and got him. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Allen going to keep it again. Bottled up, fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets pop free.
2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On play action, it's Murray. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquez Callaway, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Bears sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Hall on a give up the middle. Shedding the tackle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. To the sideline and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
7-7, our score after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll look to run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run.
Touchdown, Bears! Josh Riley with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears have taken the lead.
But he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. To throw is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Murray. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen running the option to the left. 6 yards there on the keeper at second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking making a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Allen running right on the option.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Well, first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screen play is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
To the air, Allen. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd down and
1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In motion right here, Boyd.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Touchdown! Tyler Boyd, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive spans 13 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead over the visiting Washington Commanders. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Bryce Young has thrown a touchdown pass. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Mine feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. Barkley, inside handoff. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. He completes it to Boyd. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They run it with Hall off the option.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Here's Allen.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know we spend a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Here's Murray.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Chicago! Russell Gage, 60 yards.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Raiders heading out to take over. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Murray now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He gets this one to Boyd. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On play action, Allen.
Throw here taken in by Wiley, the tight end.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The end result, 21 yards. They'll run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll run again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Breece Hall,
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
and the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And the Raiders first down.
A handoff to Barkley.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Barkley.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
First down, Raiders.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slot.
Touchdown, Raiders! Devontae Smith, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just going to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. Allen now on first down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10. Allen now on the option right.
And he lost the football.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Allen.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Chicago!
T. Higgins, 43 yards. And the Bears could be on their way to a 5-2 start as they add on to their lead. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
A big play here, crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Murray going to throw.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Now Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. To throw, it's Murray. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.